Alright, today I was just going to talk a little bit about practicing using space when you solo. And if you're like me, oftentimes when you listen back to one of your solos, you think, I'm playing too much, I'm not leaving any space. And I think part of the reason that happens to us is that we don't practice using space. And so I'm just going to show you this method that I try to use when I'm working on space. And my friend Anthony Wilson showed it to me. It's taking your hand off the instrument between each phrase. And so the other aspect to this is when I take my hand off the instrument, you try to kind of relieve tension in that hand so that you're not taking on more and more tension as the solo progresses, unless you want to. You have a little more control. And then secondly, I try to think back in my mind about the line I just played. So almost like rewinding the phrase in my mind. You can do that in time, like you literally hear the line one more time, or you can just hear it quickly as a gesture in your mind. If the phrase is longer, you might want to just hear the general shape of the idea. So you're remembering what you played while you put your hand away from the instrument. And for saxophone, the left hand's good for this because, you know, it's pretty hard to play anything but C sharp without your hand on the horn. So I'll demonstrate this. I've been working with Have You Met Miss Jones this week for the last couple lessons, so I'm going to carry on with that in this exercise. All right. So that's the idea. Take your hand off between each phrase, try to relieve the tension, and then at the same time listen back to the idea, or kind of rewind the idea in your mind. And you know, you just rinse and repeat and do that for quite a while. If you do it before a gig for a long time, couple hours maybe with breaks, and you can really habitualize taking your hand off and relaxing, that physical habit, if that becomes a habit, the physical habit, then even under a lot of pressure, if you're nervous, you'll still manage to keep playing with space. And I think doing that early on in a solo or on a gig is really helpful, so that you can kind of get into a nice space and communication with the band. You're leaving enough space to kind of increase the dialogue between you and the other players. All right, this is Matt Otto. Thanks for listening, and I hope that was helpful.